with all this. So yeah, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, nice. So before we start watching these replays, tell me, what's kind of like the goal slash, how's your solo queue been going? Is what do you think you want to work on? That kind of stuff. Give me the rundown.
Yeah, sure. Well, my goal would be for this season to get Diamond, I think,
Okay.
which probably looks a little weird if you look at it right now, but I'm a consistent Platinum player. I peaked Platinum 2 promos last season. And yeah, and then kind of dropped back.
So close to diamond, right? You just need a few
Yeah, sure. And
divisions.
I think I need to improve on stuff like wave management, even though I think I know the theory behind it quite good, but I have problems to use it in game. And yeah, well, I generally want to get just better as a whole package as a player, a little bit more map awareness, more reading of the enemy jungler, like respecting if my mid laner, for example, does not have prio and can't help, and so on, stuff like that. More like
Okay.
macro, I think.
Okay.
In
And
this videos, you probably think my my mechanics are quite shit, but I didn't play too much the last 3 months, and that's basically the the result. So
okay.
I miss a lot of skill shots and stuff like that, but that's usually not an issue. So
So we're just
more like macro.
kind of playing recently again, right?
Yeah, right. I had a break like 2 months or so, and yeah.
So let's take a look. Which of these you want to start with?
Well, let's just start with game one. I actually don't know what happens in those games because it's like 2 weeks ago or so. But
Okay.
yeah.
Let me fast. Here. Okay. Jin, huh? You're playing Jin and Kai'Sa, right? Good champion stuff, right?
Well, I recently picked up both of those champs because my main champions got nerfed to the ground. I used to play a
Oh.
lot of Caitlyn, and
Haha.
I actually was, according to League of Graphs, if you know that site, onto the best 0.5% of Caitlyn players worldwide.
Oh.
But yeah, after the crit nerfs, I didn't felt I should play her more. So
You didn't get the kill. It's too sad.
yeah,
Oh.
there's like another thing. I didn't. I'm not used to the Q damage nerfs yet, so I flash in sometimes where I think it's a safe kill and it's not because yeah, less damage on Q.
What do you think about this?
Well, I kind of have a really bad resolution. I need
Oh,
to.
you can't see?
Not that good.
Is this
It's like
better or see if I can fix it?
it's like
Okay, how about this? How about this?
yeah, way better. Way
Okay.
better.
Nice.
Okay, what do we got here? We are fighting. I don't get the kill. Unlucky. My support dies because I go all in on the enemy AD carry. And that's pretty much it.
So it's usually like when we look at like a play or whatever, it's usually like the problem is either the execution or the idea, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think here? Execution or idea? Because obviously we wanted the kill and we didn't get the kill, right?
Well, I think on one side I'm a little bit too far ahead, fighting in enemy minions, which is probably fine because I'm full HP and she's not. But I think execution is the main problem.
Right,
I think
right.
me and Syra weren't on the same page.
Oh, you guys are definitely on the same page. No, look, we're both hitting this Kai'Sa, right?
Yeah.
So what part about execution here? Check it out. This is I'll pause
Yeah,
here.
I probably shouldn't flashed for Kai'Sa, but stayed with Syra and killed Janna.
Is there any way to kill her here? What do you think?
Well, yes, we have a lot of CC. She still has flash, but
Sorry,
yeah, we
any
have a
way
lot
to
of
kill
speed.
Kaisa? Any way to kill Kaisa?
Only if Saber flashes as well into her face and get some damage on her, I think.
How about by yourself?
Anyway, if I can kill her by myself in this
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
Well, I tried and I couldn't, so I guess no. Ah, wait. Okay, I should have ordered a minion and flash for the crit. That would be
You probably don't have enough time for that, right?
right. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I would have done it, but if there's the time for it, but yeah. So I can't see it, I guess.
How else do we do damage besides auto attacks?
Excuse me?
How else do we do damage on Jin besides auto attacks?
Well, abilities, right?
Right? You see it
Yeah,
now?
okay, I see what you mean. Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
could have Q auto attack and killed her.
right. We can press Q, right? So what happened here?
Could you let it go for another few seconds? I'm not sure if
Right. Let's back it. This is the context here. Your Q is on cooldown, like trying to flash for it, and we didn't realize our Q was up, right?
Yeah.
I think is the main idea. So you're not wrong. Like we can the idea to like look for the kill is definitely really good, right? But something might have gone wrong with the execution here, right? Maybe we didn't have quite the exact damage to do it. Is she trolling? What is happening here? Oh, we're dead. Oh, she's dead. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Did we hit level?
Okay.
Hold on. Back it up. Did we hit level 3 in the middle of this? What the fuck happened here? You hit level 3 after you kill the Kaisa. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We killed her ass. Wow. Let's watch this again. Holy shit, this is actually so funny. Yeah, actually,
Well,
I think you actually lose this, by the way. That's just me. So, like, yeah, we should probably talk about this too, but let's talk about this first part. So basically, I mean, we just like missed a cue here, right? So
yeah.
I'm not really concerned about this unless we see it like a lot of times, but usually like a common pattern you'll see here is like, oh, you see that you can kill her. Something tells you can kill her. You want to flash in and kill her, right? But the exact way you do it is going to be important because if you don't have it all planned out, this is going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? What is this? You just like, we miss it. We missed the kill by like whatever damage because we didn't use an ability or something, right? So there's going to be an exact way to kill them is usually just not auto attack, right? And then let's talk about this section here because I actually thought you were gonna die, and you do end up getting 2 kills, but you do die here. So how do you die here? What do you think?
Well, this is something I should mention as well for improving. I'm literally a kamikaze player. Is Idikeri, I die a lot. I'm trying to. I would like to die less, I think. But...
Well, kamikaze player is not necessarily poor, especially in this season. I think as long as you can get the kill.
Yeah,
right.
I usually have KDs like 1 kill, 1 death because I go into something on landing phase. Like, I know that's
It might have to do with we're like flashing in and kind of like not killing them, right? So, but I'm sure we will see. It's just, do you see any potential problems here?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm alone on lane. Wave is on, the wave is on the enemy side. I shouldn't be here.
Well, let's try and like break it down, right? So like, first of all, can you kill Kaisa physically? Yes, we just saw. Because you auto attack Q and W kills it, right? Okay, so then the only question is, can they kill you? And if so, how do they do it?
Well, I don't have the exact damage figures in my head, but I would say if Kaiser lands her W, which he does, and lands an isolated Q, and Jenner hits her W with auto attacks and Q, I'm dead.
Right, so we're close. So this is actually going to tie in with our like flash and play earlier. We're going to see this a lot. Okay, there's going to be a specific way people kill each other. Okay, so like let's say you had no Q or W, you can't kill this Kaisa. You need the Q auto attack and the W. So in the same line of logic, they need a certain specific ability to kill you, or certain specific abilities. If you look at Kaisa here, and she lands a W. Why is landing the W important?
Because she gets passive stacks and
Yes.
flat damage.
Yes, exactly. And what about the passive stacks here is really important to Kai'Sa's landing phase. What rune does Kai'Sa only take? Every single Kai'Sa in the world will take this rune. This is the only rune for Kai'Sa.
Okay, yeah, I usually play with Hail of Blades, so
there you go. Right. So if you look at this and she W Hail of Blades you, who's faster? Your auto attack QW or her W Hail of Blades?
Yeah, her Hail of Blades, obviously.
Right. So this is obviously like it's obviously like really like what's it called? Kind of deep in the sense of okay, you kind of have to figure out who's killing who faster. Like usually it's just one dude shitting on the other guy, right? But this is kind of how like you calculate these things, right? In terms of how you know this is good or not. So like if you watch Kai'Sa here, she's like griefing, right? Check it out. What does she do? One Hail of Blade proc and run away, bro. Just
yeah.
he should have just killed you, right? So he should have been the kamikaze player there, right? But so something like this is probably something we're gonna see a lot in these fights is how we specifically kill people, right? And how they specifically kill people. That's a lot of what happens at this elo. And especially in like Diamond, you're gonna see a lot of like you might be able to kill them, but they kill you faster kind of ideas as well. Like that Kai'Sa right there. Right? She was just going to I mean Kai'Sa is really big offender of this. Kai'Sa is the fastest killing ADC right now, right? So yeah, definitely something to be aware. Oh my goodness. Root plus Jin W, 0 damage. And a Kai'Sa. What is happening here actually? Root plus Q does 0 damage? I guess Zyra's damage comes from the plants, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you think about this, by the way? Let's go through this. Here.
Well, so enemy wave is hard pushing in our direction.
Right.
If I see it now, I shouldn't be here again. I should wait on the tower.
Do you have to wait on the tower?
Well, not under the tower, but I should be in a safe spot. I don't know where the jungle is. Enemy jungle. They could die.
Okay, let's say like is this position physically bad? Like it's impossible to play it out.
Well, no.
Yeah, no, right.
I guess it's fine.
Yeah, we don't have to sound your tire or anything, right? So what ended up? Why did we end up losing a trade? The question.
I'm trading against the wave, and 2 champions. So
let's take a look here. So check it out. Are you even trading?
Well, no, I just wanted the cannon.
All right. We're going for the minions, right?
And I am trading. I'm trading my health bar against a cannon.
True. I mean, yeah, you're trading health for CS, I guess, right? But yeah, usually I'm pretty sure we never want to do this. Well, trading health for CS is never really a thing, right? So
okay. even if it's a cannon.
I mean, are you losing the cannon right now?
Well, not right now, but I could if I'm unlucky and minion focus is shit. So yeah, but I should do it. I understand that.
Well, how are your range minions ever focus the cannon? If you take a look here,
when they're yeah.
Right? Are they focusing the cannon? No, they're just hitting the melee minions, right?
Yeah, they're killing them. Melee.
So this is a classic where you might want the wave and it's pushing into you. You might want to like CS this stuff, right? It's actually the same thing as this. Check it out. If someone was like, if you back it up here, and someone was like, "Hey, go farm that ranged minion," what would you say?
I'd rather not.
Why not? What's wrong?
Yeah, I have to. Well, I can see the HP bar of the minion, but it's like
sorry. This one's better.
Well, I could farm it with W.
See this?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone says go farm that. What happens when you go farm that?
Well, I take it with my W, but don't have W ready. Or what is the question?
Well, yeah, let's say you go auto for it. Go auto it. What's gonna happen? You've seen this like 1,000 times, I bet.
Yeah, well, I'm moving closer to my enemy, and while I'm out attacking, I can't out attack the enemy, and they get free trades. So
right, exactly, right. So it's the same thing. It's just a cannon, right? So yeah. It's kind of like if there's a laning idea here, it's we're like kind of forcing the cannon, but like it's not like dying yet, right? Same like we go hit these minions, right? So this might be just a what do you think? Like, how do you think this is a common occurrence in your laning phase, or like not really?
Well, it does happen sometime, I think. I sometimes find myself in one moment where I think, yeah, lane is fine. I have everything under control, and 2 moments later, I lost half of my HP for no apparent reason.
Well, like right here, right?
So,
No, we have half our HP here.
Yeah, exactly. So,
so let's talk about a few things here. Okay, so there's the whole minion thing where you're gonna go for the minion, she's like just gonna hit you, right? And then here's the second part to this, right? So how does Jin do stuff? How does Jin do damage? Sorry, I should say.
Well, he auto attacks and uses his abilities. So, but from afar.
Sure, but let's try and be more specific, because you could say the same with Kite. She just auto attacks and use her abilities. That's not quite like.
He has bursty like-ish traits.
Like how does he do it? How does someone execute it?
You would go in for trade like auto Q, walk away, auto again.
Okay, you can auto Q, sure, but there's two things better than that.
Well, in this situation, I could use my W for a stun. So
right, W is one of them, right? Because you know the way you get stuff done on Jin is you W the shit out of them, your teammates kill them or something, right?
Yeah.
And what's the other way?
It's more obvious in this specific situation, or
no, Jin in general.
My ult, I guess.
Before level 6.
Well, I'm afraid I can't quite.
What's Jin's favorite number?
A crit rate. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Right. The force shot specifically, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we're gonna play around.
You want to trade as you want to force the enemy to trade into your fourth shot.
Right. Exactly. Right. So W and force shot is like the name of the game when you're playing this champion. So we back it up here, right? So we can like allude back to this real quick. When you have force shot here, is there anything you can do here that's good for this lane? I guess you could say.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't force the fourth shot on my cannon, but on Kai'Sa instead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just hit her, right? You just Q force shot her, right? Okay, and then fast forward, we hit the W. Now what?
I would walk to onto her, auto deck Q, maybe a trap while running back, and go back to my tower.
Right. I mean, let's take a look. Right? Isn't that what you just did? What happened? That's exactly what you just did, right?
I got you done.
We got owned, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Why do we get doomed? Why is it doomed here?
Well.
Remind me, how do we get stuff done in lane as Jin? There's two ways. I should say, what makes Jin good? There are two things. You just told me.
Well, his CC and his bursty traits, I guess.
Well, be more specific. How does he CC? It's W, right?
With his W, yeah.
Right. It's not like his trap or something like that. Sure, that's CC, but that's not like not that doesn't do shit, right? And then what about like how does the bursty trait happen?
Force shot.
Force shot. Right. We gotta be specific, right? Just like Kai'Sa's not just randomly hitting her, she's using Halo Blades and proccing her passive with W, right? So if you look at this, we have our force shot. I mean, we have our W, right? But do we have our force shot?
No, we're not. So...
Right. So what happens if you walk up to her when she has Halo Blades and W still?
Well, exactly what we are going to witness in a few seconds. So.
Right. Exactly. Right. But if you had force shot, then you can walk up, right? You see, we're seeing some kind of we're seeing a lot of PvP ideas. I think when it comes to fighting the other guy, right? It's not like you shouldn't fight her. I'm not saying you shouldn't fight her. I'm saying when do we know we can go fight her? On Jin.
When my fourth shot Q and W are ready.
Perfect. Right? So if you look at this, you would automatically know Q fourth shot W. Boom. Right? So that's kind of like the an idea we're seeing here is how can we PvP effectively? And here you would be like, yeah, no fourth shot, I can't walk up, right? Like this is literally impossible. It's physically impossible. You can be Challenger Jin and you literally can't do anything here, right? Look at this, like I just have to run, bro, right? There's just nothing you can. There's literally nothing you can do here, right? he's just destroying you, right? And if you try and go for one more auto, she procs passive. It's just possible, right? So definitely something interesting here. This is a nice W. Oh,
well, there we go. This is my. That's what I meant by missing a lot of skill shots and so because I didn't play too much. And yeah, but that's usually not a problem.
Okay.
So.
Well, teammates got it, so you know it's not bad. Okay, and then fast forward, we're farming the minions, push it in. You can play and go home, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we didn't go home. That's fine too, actually. You don't have to go home. Okay, did we go home here? We should talk about this real quick. Let's talk about like wave. You mentioned you wanted to do like wave management stuff, right? So this will be the bulk of it. What do you do after you kill them? Well, let's see. Kill the Janna. Boom. Now, what's the plan?
In this case, I can't recall if Kaiser recently died or not. But I guess I should have frozen the wave.
This wave's not freezable, right?
Wait a second, we kill Jenner. I mean, if I wouldn't push it in like super hardcore, I could stall it a little, at least.
Like slow push it?
Well, does it slow push? I'm not even sure right now.
Okay, so let's say if the minions meet here, which direction does it push?
Well, it generally pushes to the opposites. Well, if the enemy wave hits near my tower, it's going to push to the enemy tower because my ally minis are faster there.
Right. So here's the line.
Okay, so it's going to slow push into the red side.
Right, exactly. Well, actually, sorry, red side? Oh, yeah, sorry, the minions. Yeah. Well, this is the blue team, right? That's the blue side, right?
Yeah, blue side.
Yeah. To the enemy, we could say. To the enemy, right? So yes, it's pushing towards them, right?
Okay,
so the question is, you know, you want to fit a base in here somehow, right? Or you just never base. So when do we get to fit this base in?
Well, I usually I can tell you if it's correct, but I usually try to shove in as hard as possible if my opponent is not on lane or in base.
No, yeah, that's perfect, right? This is perfect. Like this is all good so far, right?
And try to either get platings or try to get a little time advantage while my enemy has to clear minions on the tower, so I can go base and be on lane before the wave hits my tower.
Right, exactly. So, do you want to base here or not?
Well, I should want it, but I'm greedy as fuck, so I probably take another plating and get a worse base.
We don't have enough time to do 2 plates, right? Because if you do 2 plates, they're back in lane, right? So usually it's it's just a question of you get the wave and +1 plate, or are we done, right? So we can Jenna ended up going mid, so we can actually do a plate and another wave for sure. It's just that if you base base here, what's gonna happen? If you base on this wave,
the wave will beat like there were Kaiser's going to be in next second. And she's going to push, and I will lose at least one wave.
Exactly, right? Do you I thought we won the lane. Why are we losing a wave?
Yeah, because I'm an idiot, so
well, not necessarily an idiot. It's more like it's just some easy tricks you can learn here real quick, right? So if we want to force a base in, we need to make sure we're not losing money, right? So one of the easiest ways to lose money is to base on a normal wave. Like, what's a normal wave? A wave without a cannon. If this is a cannon wave and you base, what's the difference?
Well, first, Kaiser will take more time to push the wave, and the turret needs more time as well to kill the wave. So I probably lose the cannon, but that's it. Exactly, maybe one melee, one cannon.
Yeah, much better than losing a full wave, right? So
yeah, sure.
It's very much a game of how can you make sure you don't lose random waves, essentially, right? So the easy strat here is after you get a kill, it's like, okay, can I get the extra plane wave? And then if I can't, just base. That's it. Right? So that's like the easy solution here. Second easy solution is check to see what wave you're basing on and make sure it's a cannon, right? Those are just 2 easy solutions you can use. Honestly, I really don't think it's a big deal. at this elo, right? You're not gonna lose the game or win the game off an extra wave, but you did mention, wave management, and if you want to hit diamond, this is probably like one of the easier ways to get 7 CS on the enemy, right?
Yeah, sure.
For no reason, right? Because if they do the same thing, you're like easy punish, just fucking push it, right? So, and then yeah. But you kind of get the idea, right? Also, I don't know if you know, but
it's like those greedy pushes are kind of a bad habit, because I found myself going base in too early and just get a wave frozen by the enemy
nice.
or something like that. I don't know.
In fact, you know what's funny here? What is Kite doing right now?
Yeah, she's
basing on a cannon wave, right? Shit. So she lost. She's gonna lose like 0 minions here, right? Check it out. Fast forward. Look at that. Look at this beautiful wave for Kai'Sa to pick up, right? She lost like, oh, you blocked the cannon. She's gonna get anyways.
That was actually on purpose. So.
Yeah, nice. That was good. But you see how like that cannon's not dying, right?
Yeah.
How come she's not walking off for her? She knows it's not dying, right? Just pick it up here. Look at all these. She lost 3 melee minutes. That's it. And we lost like a full wave, right?
Yeah, just because she based a little.
Based on a cannon, right?
Based on a cannon, yeah.
That's the important part. Based on a cannon. So also there's like a Jin thing we can talk about. Just usually want tier 2 boots ASAP, right? Okay. Like boots of swiftness, like immediately. I don't know if you've do you like look up like pro builds or anything like that?
Well, occasionally if I want to check out what pros are doing, but I generally build my own stuff, I guess.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know because it's gonna help your Jin here. Because why would you get swiftness first? Why would you get boots of swiftness first?
Well, movement speed obviously for getting faster on lane, dodging shit, especially Jenna Q, Kai'Sa W.
Well, faster in lane and dodging shit. Why doesn't every ADC rush boots of swiftness with that logic?
Well, because they don't have the same movement speed scaling like Jin does.
Movement speed scaling? What are we talking about? What kind of movement speed
crits,
scaling are we talking about?
Stuff, huh? You get movement speed for crits.
True, but don't other ADCs have movement speed ideas like Kai'Sa? Kai'Sa can press E, I guess.
Yeah, but she gets the same movement speeds no matter regardless if she buys Swifties or not.
True. Is there another reason why you would get boost of swiftness first on Jin?
Well, apparently there is, but I can't think of it. So
well, think of what makes Jin different from the other ADC. Something we've already discussed about. What makes him good?
I have super low mobility. No mobility at all.
Well, what makes him good?
In regards of movement speed.
No, just in general.
Burst damage, CC. Well, his
remember when we talk about things that make champions good, we don't want to like generalize things, right?
Okay.
You said burst damage and CC. Shit. I guess I'm fucking Callista now, right? I can fucking CC them and burst them.
His W stun, obviously.
Right. Equals, okay.
His CC. And his bursted rate with 4-shot
right.
Q.
Exactly. So does boots of swiftness help anything here?
No.
What?
Well, walking not in a damage sense, but it helps me go in and out faster, I guess.
Right. With what? Going out faster with holding what?
With my 4-shot.
Right. I mean, you've played against Jin before, right? And they just run at you with 4-shot and just like dance around. You're like, look at this gun in my hand, right? So that would be the main reason for the boots of swiftness, right? Otherwise, why doesn't every ADC just go boots of swiftness? What's wrong, right? It's grief on everyone else because you did no damage, right? So, anyways, let's continue. I just wanted to just put out there. You're gonna see like this idea of how a champion gets shit done is gonna be important with like itemization and stuff. Pretty much anything you do in game, I think.
Okay.
It's gonna be a big part of our discussions, I think. Oh, this ulti makes no sense, right? What's wrong with this?
Well,
already know.
I'm
You already
actually
know.
not sure why I did it.
I don't know.
And I can easily interrupt me. And yeah.
Right. And when is ulti best used?
To finish off.
Right.
I mean, sometimes to open a fight, sure,
True. True.
but generally to finish off.
Right. And if you wanted to open a fight here, where does Zarya have to be?
A bush nearer to the enemy at least, I think.
Yeah, like root range or something, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's CC to like, I guess, have your team follow up, or you're gonna kill them. Right? So yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of champion specific ideas in terms of how we get stuff done. Right? That was a nice auto attack Q, by the way, on the Janna. Very nice. Your Zarya is literally AFK. Is this real?
Well, I really don't want to sound like the classic me ADC, but this is something I have to face a lot.
I mean,
support is in the outer field that just has no clue what to do.
Honestly, it's fine. You're literally 1v2ing them, right? At this elo, you can just 1v2 them. Not something to be worried about. Oh, we're kind of dying here. Oh, what's happening here? I think a lot of this kind of happens a lot to you here. What's happening here?
Well, I'm not respecting Geneq.
True. What else?
I take, well, if you want to describe it in one word, I'm taking a bad trade once again against isolated Q, hail of blades, and so on.
I don't want to say it's a bad trade because trade implies you're hitting them back, right?
Yeah,
are we hitting them back? Yes. Okay. See, this is an important distinction, right? Because you're not losing trades. You're in your head. You're like, I'm killing the minions, and what are they doing when you're killing the minions?
What are the minions doing, or the enemy?
The enemy bot lane. What are they doing when you're killing the minions?
On my face.
Yeah, they're just hitting you. It's like, yo, that's not allowed, right? So you have two choices. You can just hit back, or you can just not be in range to have them hit you, right? So in this case, you know, that they're fucking running at you. That's not allowed, right? Actually, just not allowed. So yeah. Might be something to look at in your laning phases when you want to farm the minions. Look at what your opponents are doing here, right? To see if they're trying to trade with you, right? Because somehow we're just losing health. Oh, this is the reverse clap. Look at this. Look at this 4-shot in her face. How effective is that?
Well, really effective, I guess. If I had mana, I probably could kill her.
Or ulti, right?
Or ulti, yeah,
or
right.
Ulti. Yeah. You kind of see where the whole laning phase is kind of based upon whoever is doing their champion better is winning the laning phase, I think, right?
Yeah.
Like before you walked up without 4-shot, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not allowed. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's not allowed because I actually can remember
that
because I really thought I would have killed her, but yeah, Janna's there with shield ready. I don't know what was going on in my mind.
Right, and if you wanted to do maximum damage possible on this execution, how would you do it?
Yeah, basic trading pattern with 4-shot Q, W.
Whoa. 4-shot Q?
Or Q 4. Well, right. I just want both, no? Right? So.
What do you?
Well, sure.
Does the order matter?
Well, it does, but I want to use both.
Right. So what's the correct order?
Q auto.
Right. Q 4-shot. Right? Because if you 4-shot Q, what's wrong with this?
It takes way longer. As far as I remember.
4-shot Q actually takes less time.
Oh, okay.
Right?
But my what was it? 4-shot has missing health damage?
Yes. That's why if you want to do max damage, if you want to do as much damage as possible, Q 4-shot. And if you don't have enough time, you 4-shot Q. Right? So, but usually you just default to Q 4-shot, right? So do you think if you Q 4-shot her, would she have died?
Well, I'm not yeah, probably.
Yes, right? So it's an execution thing, right? What keeps happening when you're flashing in?
I'm fucking up the order.
Well, Are you fucking up the order or check it out? Well, yeah, I guess you did fuck up the order. Yeah, this time you did fuck up the order. Last time you didn't even Q, right? But yeah, we're not Q for shot, right? So yeah, we definitely kill her here for sure, right? And instead she kills us, which is depressing because there's no way that should happen, right? Oh, Sarah's dead too. She wants to FF. I promise she's gonna type something in chat, right? Oh, see,
well,
look, X smiley face. Look, he wants to FF. You see that?
Well, I think he's responding to my well, sorry.
He's like, haha, smiley face. It's okay, smiley face. You know, like the fucking yeah, exactly. Like passive aggressive kind of thing. Oh, nice W. That was clean. Yeah, definitely, we're definitely seeing some you know you want to kill them ideas. So how do we actually do it, right? So with Jin, it's gonna be what's the most basic pattern you need to memorize.
Well, the correct order of auto Q usage, or let's say Q auto.
Yes, Q, and it's not an auto attack that we really care about. It's what?
For shot.
Right, yeah. Exactly. It's important because if you think auto is not what you just did to that Kai'Sa when you had no force shot and Zyra rooted and you W'd, you're like, okay, Q auto is winning, but it's not, right?
Yeah, sure.
So it has to be Q force shot. We need to be specific here, right? Because the less specific you are, the more your gameplay will show it. Like you're just gonna go do stuff. And it's like, wait, why didn't that work, right? Versus if you're like, oh, it wasn't a force shot, then you know, then you kind of know the reason immediately, right? Does that kind of like make sense or like not really?
It does, because you have to have a plan what to do. And if I'm looking at this frame, I'm not sure what my plan is.
Okay. I think we're seeing a lot of we're just trying to do stuff, right?
Yeah,
we're trying to do stuff.
This is a very good example of me playing Untitled because I'm frustrated that I just died on the turret, I guess, and I just want to make things happen. And I can't do shit, so I'm using my ult. Maybe something's going to happen.
So how do we make stuff happen? It's important you mentioned that. You want to make stuff happen. That's not a bad instinct at all, right? So, but how do we make stuff happen on Jin?
Well,
You've told me 3 times already today.
Yeah, you should have a plan, right?
Whoa. That's not what we said, though. We said, how do we make stuff happen on Jin, specifically?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, classic trading pattern with force shot,
yes.
Q force shot,
yes.
W.
Yes, boom, there you go.
And,
Q force shot and W, right?
Finishing off with ult, if necessary, I guess.
Yeah, Q force shot W, right? So, if you look at this, how can we do Q force shot or W?
Well, not in this frame, not at all.
You can.
There's nothing I could get my force shot. I don't know where the enemy jungle is. I'm actually overstaying here. No vision. My team
we can't force shot, right? But is there anything else? How can we get W here?
If Saber hits a root or something.
By yourself. Season 11
item. I'd have to damage them in any way.
Okay, how do you do it?
Well, I wouldn't actually, because they are faster in responding to me because my oh, true, yeah, Gale Force, right.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this combo before?
Sure, yeah. I'm actually using it sometimes.
Oh, okay. Gale Force W. And then you would say, oh, does Gale Force W even do anything here?
Well, yes, it does. It triggers your stun. No?
Oh no, I mean, is it a good idea to go for it?
I wouldn't in this situation. I wouldn't, because I don't have flash. I would lose my only way to get out if the enemy jungle shows up. I have no vision of top lane, mid lane, jungle. I can't see shit, so I just should.
Right, I agree. Right, you can't. It's an option, but you shouldn't take it. Right. So that's kind of like the thinking. If you want to go do stuff, we don't resort to ulti immediately, right? What are we looking for? You want to make stuff happen on this champion. It's just force shot and W, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of I think that kind of will help you, not just in lane, but in all these fights and stuff, right? Because you'll be like, oh, okay, we can't do. You're just dead here, by the way. You'll be like, okay, there's certain things we can't do. Oh my god, is he trolling? So bad. What the fuck am I watching? My God. Okay, you definitely die here, but I mean, yes, good job killing her. Fucking swamp creature looking ass here. Nice W though. That was a good W.
Well, thanks.
I am so like, this is. I don't know what to say here, to be honest. We're just dead here though, right? Okay, it's fine. I mean, we got the kill, but um, you should die here, right?
Yeah, I actually thought I would die.
So how, if you're playing Kaisa here, how would you kill the Jin?
Well, I'd try to get my W.
Okay,
I try to get an isolated Q.
right? That's about it, right?
I'd try to get as much procs of my Hail of Blades on Jin, and would be expecting a W and dodge it with my E.
Perfect.
I tried
Something like that, right? So just W, auto attack, cancel, ulti, ISO Q, right? And you're just dead here. So if we would take a look here, where did half her Q go? Half of her ISO Q damage went
on this minion that's dying.
Yeah, that was a little strange, right? And where's her W?
Well, it's either on cooldown or she just didn't use it.
I don't know if she doesn't play her champion. See, you see what I'm saying? Like this elo, it's who plays their champion better, right? Like look how much health you have. Like she missed like at least like 300, 400 damage there. That was crazy. It's actually mind blowing. I don't even know how I don't even know what to say. Like you know how to play Kaisa, honestly. So yeah, that was just crazy, to be honest. But yeah, we're kind of having the same issues here. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. This is gonna be great. Is we do approach with 4 shot. there's a problem here though. Did walk up with a 4 shot, right?
Yeah,
so
but
what went wrong?
Like 5 phases. So.
Right. So we have 4 shot, but they're killing you, right? So let's kind of go back to how we get stuff done on Jin, right? So not just 4 shot, but when do we want to 4 shot? When do we want to force it?
If I hit my W in this scenario, I think.
True, but in regards to health bars.
Yeah. 4th shot last.
No. In regards to health bars.
I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question right, but I want to use my 4th shot on low HP enemies because mid-range health damage, right?
Yes. And we can walk up and force it when we can do that because you're just gonna kill them, right? So in this case, how come it didn't? How come this 4 shot is not doing anything?
well, because there's a lot of health.
Yeah, they're full health, right? So check it out. Boom! How much damage did your 4 shot do?
233.
Right. Is it good enough to walk up and die for it?
That's a hard one. No, of course not.
Of course not, right? But if you kill Kha'Zix, is it worth?
It would be worth because we would have a more or less uncontested Drake.
Yes. Right?
Also, smiteless enemy.
And here's the thing about your playstyle, which I think is good. Like we're kamikaze, right? If you can kill them, it's worth. Okay, we're 4 shot, kill them, suicide for it, it's worth. Right? Because we're making money. But if you 4 shot when they're full HP and you don't get any money and you die, we FF, right? Because then we can't play the game, right? So as we were playing Jin here, remind me, 2 things. It's gonna be really repetitive because when you play League of Legends or on any champion, the way you get stuff done is gonna be the same thing, the same way every game, right? At certain points in the game. So like in the first 25 minutes, is literally Jin's gonna do these 2 things over and over again, which is W and 4 shot, right? So if you take a look here, obviously there's no one to 4 shot. So what's the logical conclusion here? How do we hope?
Yeah, we should just do more damage on Drake, I guess.
True, but like, what should you look for if you want to do something?
Well, I can tell what I would have done instead. Maybe setting up some traps, denying movement or area in the river.
Okay. Let me
just walk up.
So let me just say something real quick. So when we're looking for something to do, we want to like use the most simple concept possible. Because when you're playing a game, you're like playing in real time, right? You don't want to be like thinking too much, right?
Sure.
So in terms of stuff we're looking for, it's like an attack. Like, how do I be useful? And there's two ways to be useful in Jin, right?
Yeah.
There's two ways. So when I say, what should we look for if we can't four-shot a low HP target? There's only one other thing.
Kill anybody. If I can kill anybody, I should try if I can CC somebody.
You look for W, right?
Yeah.
So if you watch this fight here, okay, how do we do this differently?
Yeah, I should just back off a bit.
Okay, and then what?
Well, root enemy.
Right, look for W.
Just go. Yeah, look for W and just go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, once you kind of like get set in these patterns, you'll notice like some really common concepts. Like he's gonna walk up, you're gonna W, Gale Force Q4 shot, because Pantheon's gonna dump his combo into Kha'Zix or Akali or Jenna or whatever, right? So you get to Q4 shot after we find these fat W's, essentially, right? So when we're playing these Kai'Sa or Jin, because you're playing Kai'Sa or Jin right now, right? I'm gonna think all these fights, you are looking to kamikaze into their face. What we're gonna do is smart. We're gonna kill them. We need to kill them somehow, right?
Huh?
And you're gonna look for specific ways to kill them. Because like you said, you're like, oh, I'm gonna like throw traps and shit. Like check it out. How effective was this trap? Did it even do anything?
Well, not that one, but if I put like like one or two more.
You can put 15 traps here and it won't do anything. How come?
well, it slows them and gives us time for.
No. Look at the champs. Look at the champs.
Yeah, okay, they all can jump on my face. So.
Right. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, now you see like the traps can be effective, but it's not like our primary way to do stuff because they can just fucking jump over it, run over it, or whatever, right? So I'm not saying like it's a bad idea to put traps down. I'm just saying maybe too much of your attention in these fights is not aimed at the right places. Right? It's not optimized for doing maximum damage, so to speak. Right? You want to look for W angles and four shot stuff, right? Otherwise, just kind of die here. Four shot low targets, and we're looking to W people, right? And then in that way, you can go kill people quick, or be more effective, I guess. PvP better. Okay, nice farming. Good. And then we're just mid here looking for a W. This guy's dead as fuck when he gets stunned. W! Oh.
There we go.
We're just chalking up to taking a 2-month break, right? Oh!
Yeah.
What's happening with his ulti? When do we ulti?
Yeah, well, we do it to finish people off, but I think my thought in this moment was we're going to kill the tower soon. I want to zone him away so we can get some space, I guess.
To do what?
To
150 bits.
If I knew that.
Okay, if you're playing okay. Remember we were talking about you walked up with a 4 shot onto like Kha'Zix and Akali and you just died for like 200 damage. Right? We're like, we look for that. We look for the 4 shot when we can kill them, usually, right? That would be like the best value. Because if you don't do that, then we're not going to be able to kill people, right? So with ulti, it's the same thing, right? If you're ulting without killing them, or you should say like, I guess catching them so your team can follow up, then what's wrong with this?
Well, I can't kill anybody, but I just realized that we are not having any minions, and if they dive us without minions, then we would probably die, but that's probably not what you asked for. So.
Right. So maybe one easy habit is like if you want to ulti, is you really want to ulti a lot of times. It's not saying that you wanting to ulti is a bad thing. It's more like how can you make your ultis better? Every time you want to ulti, you can say, "Can I kill someone here?"
Okay.
Right? Or the other one, which you said, which is, "Can I slow them so my team can catch them?" Like Ari Chomp, Pantheon Sun, Zoe Bubble, whatever. But not like a general. I just feel like I want to ulti here because that's a good like your brain is telling you there might be something here. You just need to look for it. But it doesn't mean press R immediately, right? So your instinct to ulti is not necessarily bad. It's the actual doing it that there may be issues, right? Because like the ulti will definitely never do anything here, right?
Yeah.
You just wait. It's like you should look for it. Similar to when you get like force shot. It's not just run at them. It's look for the force shot angle, so to speak. Like that, boom. Maybe you can flash Gale for his Q force shot. Oh, speaking of which, you could have killed her. Oh, nice W though. Saw that. She had to dodge that. Okay, this guy's kind of dying. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this. What do you think?
I don't know. I think we should have just waited a few more seconds to get the turrets in a safe way.
Yeah, I want you to think. Don't worry about like macro turret, whatever. I want you to think. How do we kill bitches?
Okay.
Right? I'm serious. That's how we do. That's how we do season 11, right? We're here to kill them all. We're gonna kamikaze to kill them. So how do we? It's so repetitive because you're gonna be playing the same champion, right? But I'm always gonna ask the same question. If you wanna attack,
yeah. So
what's the natural? Yeah.
Root someone.
Okay.
Q auto with force shot.
Force shot. It's not auto. It's not auto.
Yeah.
It's here. If you fucking Q auto someone here, is it gonna do anything?
Yeah. No,
it's not gonna do anything, right? So here's the question: do you have W here?
I don't know.
Okay. So what do we need to do?
Well, I could do one more auto on the turret, walk on here, and try to Q force shot.
Perfect. That's literally all there is. That's
Yeah,
literally all there is, right?
Yeah.
So you see how fast you can come up with it in a replay, right? Just fucking hit the tower, get the force shot, and then Gale force Q force shot, boom, right? Someone's dying here. But the reason why in game you're like, okay, we need to fucking like walk up and auto is because you're just thinking we need to go do something. We need to go do something,
Okay.
right? We need to go follow up somehow, right? But there's a specific way your champion can do it. Otherwise, why doesn't everyone just like run at the enemy team? Because you just die like this, right? It just doesn't work, right? So that's kind of like the main thing we're seeing here today is when these fights break out, I want you to think based off where your champion is. Remind yourself of the way your champion does stuff. It's usually like two. Okay. It's usually like two things, like the way your champion gets stuff done, right? So yeah, like you just told me, if you wait and hit the tower once, there's gonna be a very obvious Gale Force Q force shot target, right? So who is it? Who is it here? You can actually aim anyone, Janna. Honestly. Okay, Janna. Who else?
Or well, they're all about the same health, so whatever I hit first, Janna, Kai'Sa.
Sure. Whatever. Yeah, all these are great targets, right? So it's just that how come we never even got to do it? You weren't thinking about force shot. Right? We're just trying to like walk up an auto attack or something. Right?
Because
look at that. How much damage does your auto attack do here?
Yeah, basically ignorable amount.
Literally nothing, right? So, and then Kha'Zix is inting. Look at this. These guys are inters. I promise you. They were literally jump in and suicide. Like, look at that. Look at his health. That looks juicy, right? So, like, oh, he's fucking trolling. He's just fucking dead without you doing anything. Right. So, like, if you just need to just wait until you can come up with these two ways you get something done. Okay. And in fact, since they have no tanks. There's a third way you get stuff done after you hit level 6.
Excuse me, I didn't understand the last part.
There's another way you get stuff done after you hit level 6. That's not W and Q for a shot.
Well, it's ult.
Exactly. So if you fast forward and you look at their health bars at the end of the fight, are we killing bitches here with ulti or what?
Yeah, Akali is in kill range.
Akali, Jin. Akali, Janna, maybe even definitely Akali. Look at that. She's just dead without you, right? So look at all these potential targets with ulti, right? So I think that's kind of like the thing we're seeing here is your instincts when fights break out. We want to work on that, right? Our habits when fights break out. So let's say like every time a fight breaks out, what's the easy thing to implement here? What do you want to do every time a fight breaks out?
I want to bring my optimal trait to their faces.
Let's think about it. Let's word it this way. Every time a fight breaks out, I want you to look for XYZ, right? So what's XYZ? Every time fight breaks out, we're going to look for this.
Can I root someone?
Okay.
Can I finish something off or someone off with Gale Force Q 4-shot?
Perfect.
Or can I slow my enemies so my team can catch up and get a kill?
That sounds
Just
amazing. That sounds really good to me, right? Those are perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly, like actually though, those are actually just perfect, right? So literally every fight though, we're gonna look for these things every single fight. So let's fast forward, okay? And oh, let's watch this, right? So okay, here is just obviously W, right? It's usually just W. Okay, maybe the Kazakhs. This guy's just trolling. Oh, okay, maybe not. He wants to go mid, sure. Okay, let's go to a fight and let's check it out here. Oh, we have a Rift Herald breaking mid already? This is disgusting. Okay. Let's fast forward. I want to see a fight here. Oh, okay, let's watch this. Here we go. Okay, let's watch the whole fight, and you're gonna tell me what you think about the fight, okay?
All right.
Based off this stuff we've been talking about. Based off this habit we've been talking about. You told me W, look for Q4 shot and ulti, okay?
Well, I mean it's not optimal, I guess, but
Okay. So what do you think?
I could root people. I could do something with move. I could do at least a decent amount of damage on, I think, Akali it was. But I didn't.
Let's talk about the opening sequence.
Yeah, I shouldn't clear the ward as Jin.
Clearing the word is fine, right? I mean, okay,
Yeah,
it's not like great, but like it's workable, right? It's winnable.
Yeah, okay.
And it's elo.
I mean,
it's you just killed up.
I basically lost half my health bar for this ward.
Right, but don't worry about that. What are the things we're worrying about right now?
My pattern.
Right, the way we get stuff done in fights, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything we missed here?
Yeah, W.
Okay,
Should've
see, you already know.
there.
Yeah, 100% should have W'd, right? Okay, and then let's keep going, right? So after W, what is the next step? It's the same thing.
Auto something and Q 4-shot something.
Yes, exactly.
And then
Look for yes, exactly. Yeah, perfect. Dude, so you already know, right? You already know. So when you want to ulti first, this instinct of ulti first is not bad. It's just okay. Do W first, right? Always look for W first. When you feel like you want to ulti, okay, is there something better to do, which is W, right? And if you want to get your 4-shot, well, there are a bunch of closest thing to you, I guess, is the chickens. So you can just start stacking on chickens, right? And then imagine if you were closer to this, right? Is that not Gale Force flash Q4 shot insta kill?
Yeah, sure.
It is for sure. And even though you will die to Akali, it's fine. We're playing kamikaze. We're making the money, right? So to speak. That was a nice W on Jenna though. That was good. Also, Akali is missing everything. Kog'maw. Oh, nice trying to flash. Dead here now. That's sad. It's okay. But you're starting to see what's happening with your gameplay here, right? We just keep popping ulti first somehow. For some reason, right? So okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Or fast forward. Oh, this is fine, I guess. I don't know why we're at the inhib, but maybe Akali's dead and Urgot's not TP. Fine. Ah, what do you think?
Yeah, should have killed her. Gale Force Q 4-shot.
Do you Gale Force Q 4-shot? You don't even have 4-shot.
Because I used it on the inhib.
Well, you wanted the inhib, right?
Well, I wanted, yeah.
You could you could hold 4-shot, I guess, but you don't have to hold 4-shot here. Remember, what's like the first thing to look for in these fights?
Oh yeah, right, my W.
Right, so if you look at this,
yeah, I could have W'd here.
Right, exactly. It's not that you have to W. It's that you need to be looking for it. Right? There's a difference, right? Because if you're not looking for it, you'll never even find it, right? So That's kind of like the kind of like the big picture here. You don't have to do stuff. You just need to pay attention to it. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems. Right? So yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but where are you going here? Hold up. Where are you going here? You're like trying to kill Jenna or something, right?
Yeah.
How do you kill Jenna here?
Her... Well, if she didn't ult, I'd kill her, but she did, so I don't.
I mean, do you even kill her if she doesn't ulti? I don't even know if you kill her. If your auto attack has to crit. And even then I think you don't even kill her, right? Remember, how do you get stuff done? It's always the same thing, I promise you.
Yeah. So W.
With no W, no force shot. We don't have anything here, so yeah, we're just dead here, right? So you guys are also a little bit deep in their base. I don't know why you guys are that deep, but let's not worry about that for now. Oh, okay. Let's worry about this, right? So what's happening here?
Well, I'm trying to help and then I or do I? I'm not even sure.
Oh, we make it out.
Oh, no.
That was super. Oh, nice ulti though. See, that was a good ulti, right? Ulti last. So yeah, let's talk about this fight. You tell me, what are the things we're looking for when these fights break out? How would you play this differently?
Okay. Well, first of all, I shouldn't be that far. I shouldn't be front lane Jin, I guess.
Okay, what was the habit to build here? Talking about.
Yeah, like you look for target to W. And look for something to to kill with Gale Force, Q, full shot.
Or we had to get our fourth shot somehow, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I want you to
stack it up and...
Right. So check this out. What do you think from here?
Yeah, I could W.
Right. So it really is going to be the same thing, right? It's like, okay, we look for W, and then we can try and stack our auto attacks for 4 shots. So in this case, how would you start stacking?
Well, I could stun as a W him and try to get one on one auto and kite back until I got my 4 shot.
And what helps you kite is interesting. What helps you kite? You can't auto that guy. There's no way, right?
Well, I'd have to move up, and they would 100% come in my direction. So,
what ability helps you kite?
My what ability? What my W?
True.
Stun people.
True.
And my stun, my traps as well, because
your traps. That's interesting because we haven't even talked about traps yet so far, right? But they're running at you, and you need to stack your 4th shot. We can trap the ground and then start hitting them, right? Until we can get our 4th shot, something like that, right? That's the goal of every single fight. Can we W someone? Can we try and get our 4th shot somehow, right? So I was really fortunate that we killed the Akali here. She already showed up with half health. Or oh my god, I mean, who's even killing her actually? What the fuck is happening here? Your auto attack is smurfing, I guess. I think it was 2 crits or something. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Yeah, all of these fights will essentially be the same kind of energy, you know? Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, you Gale Forced him. Holy shit. W. Oh, more 4th shot. Other one is good. Wow, that was nice. Fast forward. We're just trying to end the game, I guess. I think you guys can actually end. But it seems like you guys didn't end, so let's see how this goes. Oh, 4th shot this guy. Yeah, let's go. W. Oh, are you looking? A potential there, right? Did you see it?
Yeah, sure. I could have W'd or Kha'Zix.
Right. See, if you're looking for it, you can spot it quick, right? Oh, okay, let's. Okay, that's a fat W. Oh, we still hit her. You could have ultied that, by the way.
Yeah, I thought the same.
So it's usually W into ulti is classic, right? But okay, let's keep going. Forward. Okay, what's happening here? This is not ultiable, right? Okay. I would say easy thing to fix is just hold on to your ulti.
Yeah.
But think about hold on to your ulti until the end of the fight.
Yeah, but that's like super champion specific, right?
True, right? Fast forward. It's very much like training your habits in every fight based off whatever champion you're playing. Because right now it looks like we're focusing on mechanical ideas, PvP ideas, that kind of stuff, right? So let's say we're playing Kaisa, and your first instinct on Kaisa is just press W. Does that make sense or no?
In most situations, yeah, sure.
Wait, does it make sense? I'm sure we'll see when we watch a Kaisa replay.
Yeah, I actually have, I think, 1 or 2 games of Kaisa as well.
Good. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Kaisa's crazy. She actually ran into you. Sure. Here comes a first shot. We just had to dump it. Sure. Oh, there's a fat W here. Oh, okay. Ulti is good too. Nice. This is a W, by the way. Alright. Team's not going. Fine. That's fine. Oh, let's watch this. You are fucking strong now.
Well, yes. 3.5 items.
Oh, close. Okay. Oh, she got hit. Fine. Let's see, going. Okay, he's trolling. Flashed away. Any?
I did, yeah.
I guess you thought he was like ISO something.
Yeah, I in like minute 30, I assumed that a Kha'Zix will one-shot me. I think that's why I flashed.
This guy's just trolling, I guess. Okay, let's take a look. This part here. I guess you're trying to hit the Kha'Zix there, but this is all winning no matter what you do, right? Okay, this is all good. I think generally when you're just like kiting people like this, you don't have too many issues. It's very much like when you just walk into them without your push shot, or you walk into them when you have push shot and they're full health, right? We're just unable to get something done. Right? Okay, let's take a look at a different champion to make sure we have we're covering all your champion pool. And wait, what questions do you have so far, by the way?
Well, one question that I would love to hear in yes is Caitlyn viable at the moment?
Don't play that champ. Similar to how we're talking about how these champions get something done, right? On Jin, it was W and 4 shot. How does Caitlyn get something done?
Well, besides, well, in general, or
yeah, like what makes her good, right? Like every single fight, you're gonna look for this.
Her auto deck range, which makes trading super easy.
Is that gonna win you a fight?
Well, if I'm able to auto attack or harass someone in lane 24/7, yes, because I will have full HP and they don't. So
we're talking about like fights break out, and what's this to Caitlyn that W is to Jin? Jin can literally win fights with W, right? And 4 shot.
Yeah,
what
sure,
does Caitlyn have?
Yeah, Caitlyn has her traps, which are fucking overpowered.
Right? So how can you land these traps in these fights?
Well, it depends on the situation. I usually predict where my enemy is walking towards me, and then I place a nasty trap, and they just stay there.
Right? So if you can do that every fight, you can play Caitlyn. What if you can't do that every fight?
Well, you got your Caliber net, which slows enemies, gives you a little dash.
Right? And, so if you can do it every fight, then we can play Caitlyn, right? But the problem with the meta nowadays is, can you do that every fight?
Yeah, no, you can't, because you just get one shot.
This is impossible to land in the first place too, right? Like Jin, you press W, that's so easy. Caitlyn, you just told me you need to land like trap and like predict where they're moving for the trap and like net them or something. Yo, it's not happening, right? Actually not happening. So let's talk about this fight actually real quick. It's not necessarily a bad fight, so to speak. But okay, this will put it in perspective. Okay, so if I told you, if you kill them and then die, it's fine because you're making money. And if you don't kill them and you die, it's not fine because you're not making money. How would you do this differently?
Well, I shouldn't be here, I guess.
No, this is fine. Positioning is fine. Say that. Remember,
just
you can kill someone and then die. That's fine, right?
Yeah, so I shouldn't have flashed defensively. Just flashed in, kill Alistair, and
exactly right. If we can kill him, it's good. It's worth, right? So, and how do you know who's the guy you're trying to kill?
Well, in this scenario, it's obviously Alistair because he has the least HP.
True, right? And also, are you dumping all your damage into him?
Excuse me?
Are you dumping all your damage into him?
Yeah, I do anyway, so I already got 3 stacks on him. So.
He's the only choice here, so you in to kill him is the idea. So you can't flash away, it's never gonna work, right? So that kamikaze style you were talking about, if you had killed him there, is worth, right? As first blood, and Hecarim's spending time for a gank where he didn't even put you behind, like, it's just, you guys are winning. But if they double kill you and you didn't make any money, it's FF, right? right?
What's super sad in this specific scene is that I knew for 100% that Hecarim is going to gank, and I just wanted to push in the wave and leave, but it took me longer than I expected, and we died to the gank. I remember this.
That's unfortunate. Oh, can you kill the Yasuo here? Oh, nice try on the W. He win-walled that. Oh, he win-walled it?
Yeah, if he didn't win all my damage, I would have killed him.
Yeah, I agreed. There was a chance you could have killed him there. Yay, fast forward, fast forward. I just want to see the fights, because that's pretty much what we're all focused on. Oh, that was a nice W. Oh, okay, he flashed away. Nice flash by him. You're actually killing him. Okay? Some kind of river fight, but you have no mana. Sad, no mana. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Ari will kill Alistair, don't worry. Unless she doesn't see it. Oh, she's killing him. Go, Ari! He has no flash! You fucking... Oh my god.
Yeah, and I die here because
what are you doing?
Yeah, I wanted to help. I had this helping complex in this moment, and thought, okay, we're going in, and then I moved between.
Literally, we have the same problem. It doesn't matter what champion you play. We have the same problem, right? So what you just said, the helping complex, right? Remember on Jin, there is a specific way to help. It's not just like walk up and try and hit the Janna on the tier 2 tower, right? There's a specific way to do it, which is you stack the 4 shot on the tower and then go for it. So on Kaisa, how would we help?
I'd say with W, but I don't have mana. Well, I'm missing 1 mana, I just noticed.
With W and Halo Blades, procs passive, right?
Yeah, sure, but I can't get there, so...
Right, so, you know, if you had W to proc Halo Blades, you can go for it. But what do you end up doing instead?
Yeah, walk in like a like an idiot and die.
Well, you didn't walk in. You didn't walk in.
I eat.
You eat, right?
I eat.
So what does that tell us? You weren't putting your attention into the W and Halo Blades is gonna kill, right? Instead, you went for I'm just gonna try and like go do stuff, right? So you want to make it as specific as possible. That's gonna help structure your fights so that you're consistently killing people, right? It's not that you shouldn't try and kill Ali. It's more like how do you do it, right? You need to figure out how you do it, and the pattern's gonna be the same. Yeah, he's just gonna kill you. That's too sad. You're just dead here, right? So you try to help, but in fact, how much damage did you end up doing?
Close to 0.
I think you did 0 actually, right? Oh my goodness. So yeah, so it's gonna be specific ways. It's not like you shouldn't look for this stuff. It's you should look for it, and there's a way your champion does it, and you need to be able to figure that out. You need to be able to put your attention on that every single fight, so that when you actually go fight them, you know exactly what you're gonna do. Right? You're gonna go W and go for Halo Blades proc, right? You're gonna go for ISO Q and kill them, right? So going. I just want to see the fights because the fights is really all that matters at this. Okay, maybe it's not that all that matters. Let's talk about this. This is reportable, by the way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this macro real quick.
Yeah, that's. I was wondering the same thing. I see that Bolan is here. I see that Hecarim is mid. I see that Six is mid. I see that my mid lane is dead. And for some reason, my stupid brand decides to start Drake.
Yeah. Don't start Drake when they can contest. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
If you start Drake, you need like 5v4 or something. You need man advantage or something. We are all dying for this dragon, guys. This cannot be worth.
I mean,
this cannot
we
be
end
worth.
up getting it, but
no, we're all the amount of money you lose is just so doomed. It's just like, oh, actually, you know what? You know, 2 of you guys got away. That was actually insane. You know what? That was actually, I would say that's pretty good. Only the support died for it. Goddamn.
Yeah, but imagine I had no flash and the jungle had no flash, then it would be.
Then it would be really bad, right? But hey, it turned out to be a 2 million IQ big brain play. You know what? This is actually really good.
It's super coin flip because I'm 100% sure I didn't check if I have flash so I can flash out. And I'm 100% sure I didn't check if Lilia has flash, so it was coin flip.
But this is it's a good thing. It's a good pattern to remember for next time, right? If you can sneak it and flash out, could be good, right? So yeah, Alistar actually ended up being not bad. Alistar got the kill too, so that's even funnier, right? Even better. Oh, okay, what's happening here? He flash combos you into Yasuo ulti. Oh wait, you just walk up to him. Okay, you're still fine here. You're just ulti, right? Okay. Let's talk about this. You already know what I'm gonna say, right? What am I gonna say here? Oh god. Oh yes. You know exactly what I'm gonna say. You know exactly what I'm gonna say here.
Well, I didn't use my kit as I should. Yes,
right? So how do we get stuff done on Kaisa? It's funny because it's the same question I asked you on Jin, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I well, as I already said, I'm trying to hit my W. I'm trying to get have my Hail of Blades up, and I should check if I'm able to proc them as well, and try for, in best case, try to get ISO Q.
Perfect. So let's just break it down to 2 things. It just boils down to 2 things. Similar to Jin, W and 4 shot. It's just all you need to think about. On Kaisa, it's ISO Q through your ulti and W. That's it. Okay? Just worry about that for now. Don't even worry about Halo Blades. That will come naturally. Right? So I want you to pinpoint your ulti spot for ISO Q, and I want you to tell me how you're gonna W them. That's it.
Well, I should have ulted to this caster minion that's about to die.
Okay, yep.
Right, really like there. So I can W the lower HP target. I can't even tell which one it is. But
honestly, it doesn't even matter. You can W anyone is winning here, right? So
yeah,
perfect.
But
that's perfect.
And then try to get my Q and finish him off with ours.
That's literally perfect, right? So what's the difference between doing it in replay and doing it in game? In game, you just try and do stuff, right? You like W into it, and then like you didn't ISO Q anyone. In fact, I think you hit minions here, right? Wait, hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we end up hitting like 2 extra minions. I'm surprised you didn't hit 6 of these minions, right? And yeah, there is no W, there's no ISO Q. So how do you get stuff? You literally can't get stuff done, right? There's no ISO Q, W, or Halo Blades. So when Alistar has 112 health, we can't even kill him. How crazy is that, right?
Yeah, super sad.
It's crazy, right? You could literally have, oh my god, you could have had 80 health and you wouldn't have killed him. That's crazy to me, right? So there's a specific way you're gonna do damage, and I want you to kind of memorize this pattern on these 2 champions, and I want you to look for it every single fight. That's it. It's just PvP, pure PvP. You're gonna look for this pattern every single fight, right? So you want to see some examples real quick? We can like practice studying some examples. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be the same question. I'm gonna say, you're gonna tell me what you're looking for, and then you're gonna tell me what you would do, and then we're gonna watch the example. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. let's just use Kai'Sa for now. Okay, let's just. How about this? Okay, let's just watch. This one's too easy. Okay, how about this? Okay, here we go. What are the two things we just said?
Yeah, look for W and ISO Q.
Perfect, right? W, pick the spot for your ISO Q, right? So we hit the W. We don't even hit the W, actually. What do you think now? We don't even hit the W.
Well, it's gone.
True, I fucked it up. Does it matter?
Well, it does, because it's like 50% of our damage. Or not damage, but it's not that much, but if I'm looking for 2 abilities to proc and I can't proc 1, that's like 50% of that what I'm planning to do, and I should.
True, it is 50% what you're planning to do. But here's the thing: what was the point of W?
To deal flat damage, mark him for ult, and get some stacks.
Okay, what's the most important out of these three things?
Well, I'm assuming that you want to dive him, so the most important thing would be that you can ult him.
How about in terms of damage? How about in terms of damage? Is it the flat damage that's important, or is it the stacks?
No, it's the. Well, I actually don't know the figures.
Okay. What if I told you the flat damage is like whatever?
But I would say that the passive is the more important thing.
Yes, right? So, can you proc passive without your W?
Well, you can, but it takes way too long under enemy turret.
Does it?
Well, you have to auto attack like 5 times.
Okay. Hello Blades gives you how many?
3.
So it's really just auto attack 2 times, right?
Yeah.
So, how do we kill this guy?
Gale Force. Does Gale Force actually mark enemies for ult?
I don't even know. Nope. It's auto attacks or CC.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but you're going to tell me otherwise, I guess.
Well, this guy's just dead here, right? So okay. So this is really what we're going down. It's the way Kai'Sa does stuff is the ISO Q damage and the proccing passive, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just say W because that helps you proc passive. So in this case, can you get ISO Q?
Yes, well, let me check where the wave is. I think so, yeah. So you could flash Gale Force.
Right?
And
ISO Q, right?
ISO Q.
Boom.
And
L Blades, 3 auto attacks. And then 4 and 5, I don't know if you know, but it's Kai'Sa mechanics. You can auto attack cancel your ulti.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Right? So if you do Hail Blades and then 4 is your next auto attack, ulti immediately, 5 is the next auto attack. That's instant proc passive. Kai'Sa's super broken right now, right? So so that's kind of like that's what you're looking for is this stuff. So that's how you know if you can kill him or not. So you take a look, we get the ISO Q, right? Then we go for a round 2. Oh, this guy's trolling. I don't know what you're doing, bro. Second ISO Q. We just ulti in. We didn't even do half the things we were talking about, right? It was just all ISO Q, right? It all ended up being isolate Q. But that's like the stuff you're looking for. It's important, right? Okay. So okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, these are all the same thing. So we're just gonna pause real quick. Okay, we're looking for this fight. What do you think?
I think Rump is alone there, so walk up on him. W, ISO Q.
Perfect. That's it, right? Yeah. Perfect. He's just dead. Look, he's just dead. Can you do anything? No, because you did. Really, that's the equivalent of Jin landing W, Gale Force Q4 shot, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay. It's a little, oh, okay. It doesn't stop. Okay, what about this guy?
Well, you still have ult. You don't have W, but it's Sona. She's basically made of paper. So
I mean, ISO Q is the question.
I think so. I'm not sure. I didn't notice anyone else in the frame before, so I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just alone, right? So you just run at her and ISO Q, right? And then can we proc passive without W? It looks like it, right?
Hmm.
So we don't necessarily need W to proc passive. It just procs passive instantly, which is preferable, right? How about this? This is all the same thing. I promise you. It's actually just all the same thing. Let's take a look at this. Oh, this is a better example, actually. I'm going to pause at the critical moment. Sure. Oh, they're depressed. Oh, actually, this is not the example I was thinking of, but what do you think?
Holy shit. Honestly, I didn't expect this amount of damage.
How come?
Yeah, well, I think because I just recently picked her up. I don't really have an idea how much damage I deal at what point, but I see you get a lot of AD, you get lethality.
Here's a if you don't know your damage, just think of it this way. If you hit ISO Q, upgraded ISO Q on a squishy, you're gonna kill them. that's just the way to think about it for now. Okay. No, seriously, that's all you need to know for now, right? And then ideally also proc passive, but that's secondary, right? So if you look at this, can we ISO Q him?
Yeah.
And what ulti spot do we pick? Pick like here or here. We just ulti for the extra auto attack, right?
Okay.
Right, and did we end up proccing passive as well? Yeah, we did. Because Lulu, I think Lulu polymorphed it. Hey, I think he got polymorphed. Oh, didn't even get polymorphed. Champion's just broken. Champion's just broken. Where's the actual example I want? It's too sad. Whatever. These are all the same thing, right? Can you ISO Q him? What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Well, no. Yeah, okay. So I thought this would...
It's all the same thing. I promise you, it's all the same thing. Right? How about this one? Okay, this one should be better. I want to see one where they're not just like isolated. Maybe they're just always isolated, huh? Okay, let's pause. Let's pause. What do you think?
I don't. Well, you can't. What champion is that? It's the green leaf man. What is that? I can't even see.
This one's Jin, and this one's Gangplank. I see. That's Gangplank.
I think you can't ISO. Oh well, you can. You actually can. You just have to be careful that you don't walk up into the plant, I guess. But you could kill Jin there. I think he's 100% isolated.
Right, so I mean that's just what you're looking for, right? You can do anything here, honestly. You can W this guy ulti ISO Q, W this guy ulti ISO Q. It doesn't matter. That's just long it's just that's what you're looking for, right? That's the right idea, right? So this guy's just dead as fuck. Oh, goodbye. He's dead. It is. I mean, we didn't even ISO Q, right? Look how broken this is. We killed Zara on accident. Look at that. Yeah. How insane is that? So the other half was land W to proc passive, right? So there you go. Right, that's kind of the idea. So if we go back to this, same thing. Now you know. You go. Actually, this is not good enough because if you ulti here, what happens?
I can't ISO Q.
Right, exactly. I did not see these minions the first time we went over this, but you can go here, go here, go here. I want you want to pinpoint the spot, okay?
Okay.
Specific spot for your ISO Q. And that will help. In terms of being able to get stuff done. We can't just ulti in and hope to kill them, right? Otherwise, this happens all the time.
Oh yeah.
So okay, let's keep going. But I think you kind of get the big picture in terms of your gameplay, right? Oh, is he trolling? He thinks he can kill Kaisa? Maybe you have no upgrade Q. He's gonna win wallet. Oh, sad. Gotta wait before you can proc passive. Fast forward. Dead for some reason. Sure. Trying to fight here because you have a Seraphine. Sure. Wait, did you ulti? What'd you ulti? Sure. How come we didn't kill him?
No upgrades.
Yes, perfect. See? You already know, right? Yeah. Once you see it once, you'll see it 1,000 times. So you didn't have upgrades, so you couldn't kill him. Let's talk about builds. You don't want to what item do you want here, I should say?
Well, as I said, I just recently picked her up and I'm experimenting with some builds. I
Thanks for the sub,
built Kraken Slayer. But as I saw, you actually built Gale Force, right?
How do you get your upgraded Q as fast as possible?
Well, yeah, I should tell it. I'm not finishing it. right away I get a pickaxe, an extra pickaxe.
It's not the
So
pickaxe.
Well, I'm actually building here like
Right here. What are they doing?
Okay, they get a serrated orc.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then the quiver, the pickaxe. In fact, it's not just this default build right now. It gives you your upgraded Q as fast as physically possible. Right?
Okay.
You look at all these guys, it's all the same thing. I just wanted to point that out there real quick. Similar to like how the Jin with the Swifties is gonna help you with your fourth shot, the serrated Dirk is gonna help you with the ISO Q.
Sure. Okay.
So here we still don't have ISO Q, we can't kill it. Oh, you die here. You die here? You die here. Oh, you don't die here. You're baiting. You're a genius. Just flash away, right? Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Guy's dead. Good, good, good. I didn't look at the map for a sec. That was bad on me. You kind of can't do anything here because you have no upgraded Q, right? So you shouldn't even bother. Oh, you're actually gonna die. Oh yeah, you're just gonna die. Oh, so sad, dude. Yeah, that's why you don't build it. You don't just finish your mythic, right? Look how much damage you're doing to this guy. Like nothing, right? I mean, I don't know what to say. You proc passive twice and you ISO Q him twice and you can kill him. So yeah, you need a serrated Dirk.
Okay, so it's an itemization issue.
Yeah, that one was fine. You were gonna kill that Hecarim. Oh, if you can kill someone here, it's worth. But I don't think you can. It's impossible. Possible. What do you think about this?
Yeah, that's another me on tilt. I think it's 617, and look at the map.
I mean, you can still carry this with this champ. This champ is so broken, you can carry this. I promise you. You just need the you just need to do the thing that makes your champion strong, which is ISO Q, right? So if you look at your items, it's we don't have our isolated Q and it's 17 minutes in the game, so you can't win, right? So that's just the big thing. Yeah, you're just learning Kai'Sa, so now you know though. When in doubt, just copy the builds you were seeing. Copy these builds, right?
Okay.
So I don't know what you're building here, but you need to go collect your second. What's happening here?
Okay.
Yeah, we don't buy this quick blades thing. This quick blades is not helping you have a stronger isolated Q. You might have more potentially, but IE will give you a stronger what's it called? Give you stronger auto attacks, I should say. The same AD with quick blades and Infinity Edge, but the Infinity Edge will let you kill people with auto attacks.
Dragon Slayer or Gale Force?
Either, it doesn't matter. I think Gale Force just got nerfed, so more people are doing Kraken Slayer. But,
but you go Collector second.
Yes, always, no matter what, right? Because otherwise you can't kill people. Well, you can't kill people as fast, right? Like you saw the things I showed you, right? Like let me show you. Like look at this, with the Kraken Slayer. This one's too easy. Guys. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Look at my items here, right? How much damage do you think an ISO Q is gonna do?
Holy shit.
He's just dead. Did I miss W? What do you think?
I think you did.
I did, right? No, I did miss W. So the W is there to insta proc passive, but if you can proc it anyways, the W is whatever. Right? So if you look at this, he's just I promise you, ISO Q is default winning, right? Look at this. Like we said, Halo Blades is already 3 auto attacks, right?
Alright.
So don't worry about the Halo Blades part for now. Just worry about the ISO Q part, I think, right? Yeah. Dead, right? There's nothing he can do. Literally nothing you can do if you can isolate Q them, right? So yeah. If you wanna look at some team fights, maybe we can look at some team. Is this any good? Let's take a look.
So a quick question: do you think if I stick to this champion concepts with how can I be useful and stuff that we talked about, that this alone will empower me to climb easier?
Oh yeah, for sure, right? Like in these games, it's like in some of these games you like couldn't do anything. You felt some of the fights you like couldn't do anything because we weren't using our champion to its fullest potential, right? Versus if, for example, like a challenger player was playing these fights, they're gonna kill like 3 people every fight, right? And what happens when you start making that much money?
Yeah, you snowball.
Yeah, exactly. You go crazy, right? In fact, in this Jin game, for example, you would have been like literally be able to one shot everyone. If we were looking for the W, the ulti and that kind of stuff. We haven't really talked too much about macro stuff, but I think the PvP is just too important to just. We need to focus all our attention on the PvP. I think. Right?
Okay.
So what I mean, you know what I mean by like our attention. Like remember earlier you were like focusing a little bit on like the traps and stuff. We're like, no, just toss that out the window and just put like 80% on W and like 20% on Q4 shots, something like that.
Okay.
Right? And with Kaisa, it's like 90% ISO Q. just perma look for it. Like if you get caught by a blitz hook, we don't give a fuck right now, right? You just need to learn how to do maximum damage possible. And then once you can do maximum damage possible, then we can look at stuff like, okay, don't get hit by like blitz ulti or ash arrow or whatever, right? Does that kind of like make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me give you an example here. Let me give you like a good example. I'm gonna look at like a ruler game. No, ruler, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'm just throw this out there because this is something that surprised me. So as Samira, it's all about like we're looking to kill these people, right? I want to show you a Baron fight here. Coming up. Maybe it already happened. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So if I want you to full focus on killing people, right? Okay, what do you see?
Two very low. One very low HP target, one with half HP.
Right, the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how would you do it?
Well, I don't play Samira, but I guess I would either flash. No, wait, I would E in so I can start stacking my ult. And do this Samira magic where I auto attack and use her ability and
yeah,
and
something like that. Something,
yeah,
you'd have to learn some Samira, I guess, but it would be something like flash EQW, something like that. Okay, so let's keep going. So he's looking for. Okay, you saw what that Kaisa did?
Nope.
That Kaisa just ultied in, right? So does that change anything?
Well, sorry, I didn't saw anything.
Okay. Watch these people you can kill. Just look at the enemy champions here real quick. Okay, and then pause. Where did that Kaisa just go?
Into her channel to the left, right?
Right. So same combo. Flashy QW, right? If you take a look at this, like, oh my god, flashy QW, boom, instant dead, right? How would you ever find that if you're not looking for it? It's impossible, right? That's why the majority of our attention needs to be on this part of the game for now. Because we need to be able to spot these attacks. Otherwise, we won't be able to fight properly, right? We won't even be able to kill anyone, right? Do you see how fast he killed that Kaisa? Right? Look at that.
He basically one-taps her, yeah.
Like, what was that? That was crazy, right? But most people would be like, oh my god, they're like running at me, I need to kite it out, right? But if you can't find these attacks, then you can't carry the fights, so to speak. Does that kind of make sense? Yeah, right now we need to be able to kill these people. We need to be able to kill these people. It's like, it doesn't matter how much money you make if we can't like kill the Yasuo Alistar here, right? You know what the fight I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Any last questions?
Well, I think I have to let it sink in a bit, but yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. Breaking down champions to their core usefulness and
how we translate it into gameplay is the important part, right? It's easy to be like, oh, just like hit W and stuff, but like that's not helpful, right?
I gotta get it in my muscle memory, basically.
Yes. Habits, right?
Yeah, habits, exactly.
Every time a fight breaks out, do X, and X is what? Let's say like we're playing Jin. Every time a fight breaks out, we look for W. Boom.
W, yeah.
And you can even say something like every time you have force shot, you look for assassination kind of thing, right? A flash play or who can you kill with force shot, stuff like that. And on Kaisa, it's the same thing, right? Every time fight breaks out, what do?
I'm looking for target for my W and ISOQ.
Perfect, right? ISOQ first, because that's like the 90%. We'll focus, put out like 70-30 for like how much attention you want to put on it. So for Jin, 70% W, 30% force shot kill. Kaisa, it's 70% ISOQ spot, and then 30% the W, right? Because right now, before Kaisa, you needed to land W to kill people, but now Kaisa's so broken, you can toss that into space like you saw I did, right? And you'll still win. It's so insane. Like you saw me just straight up miss, and I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna go anyways, right? So yeah. I would definitely say this is a good champion pool for you. Kaisa will probably be actually I don't know. Both are good for you, I think. But no matter what you play, it's gonna be the same kind of idea. I would say if I don't know which you prefer. Do you prefer like either over the other?
Well, I played more Jin, but I start to like Kaisa a lot.
Yeah.
And what a big thing is, she's kind of similar to Wayne in some points, that I used to play a shit ton of Wayne.
Yeah, I would say permanent play Kaisa. It's easier because with Jin, we're talking about like W and then Q4 shot and then look for an ulti. Kaisa is literally so brainless. It's ISO Q. That's it. You're ulting for your ISO Q. That's it. That's literally what it is. You ulti for ISO Q. You ulti for W. Boom, done. Just kill people. It's that simple.
So Wayne is kind of worth it at the moment, I guess, because a lot of her counters aren't played a lot anymore, I think, right?
You're saying Vayne, right?
Yeah.
You can play Vayne. I mean, same way. How does Vayne get stuff done? You just fucking hit them, right? Right?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be too hard in terms of doing damage. Yeah. I would say if I were to give you homework, it's literally one trick Kaisa, and focus on these ideas.
All right.
Sounds good.
I can do that, yeah.
Awesome. Then good luck in your games. Let me know how they go. I would suggest watch your replays to see how the fights are going. Other than that, if you have questions, definitely hit me up on Discord, okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right, man. Good luck in your games. Let me know how they go.
Yo, thank you. So,
Peace.
Bye.
Okay.